Oh, wait.
Hey everyone, this is Some Nerdy Guy and Taylor back again with Some Nerdy Guys Podcast. This is episode 3, and just the rundown, our podcast, how it works. We both come up with 5 different things that we want to talk about for between each of us, and we just bullshit about them. Most of the time, we piss each other off and scream at each other, but it's a fun time, and hopefully you have fun too. And without further ado, this is episode 3.
Yeah, man, happy to be back. And he pisses me off the majority of the time. So, regardless, I'm going to yell at him regardless. So, we'll get right into it with his number one.
My number one. Okay, so my number one is pretty tame. Pretty tame. I just wanted to take a moment to talk about how cool it is that GameStop is bringing back retro games. I think it's really neat because not everybody has retro game stores in their area. Luckily for me, I do. I have a number of them that I can go to, but it's just nice to have another spot that I can go to find retro stuff. And the fact that GameStop underprices a lot of their retro games. I actually just went there the other day and I found a couple games. I found Area 51 on the PS1, and it was only priced at $9. And I looked it up on eBay afterwards, and it's like $15 to $20 game. So I was like, that's pretty sweet. I was like, that's a good deal. And then this one was pretty uncommon. Ended up finding Wild Arms 4, and they had it priced at about $30. And normally this goes for like 50 online. So,
oh wow.
Yeah, so I was like, pretty good deal. So I really like that GameStop is doing retro. Now, there's some stipulations with it that kind of suck. Main one being, not every GameStop will carry retro. There's like within the little like district of like little pockets of where GameStop stores are located, there's only one of them that will be a retro store, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, so you can't pick up your copy of DK64 at every GameStop you come across.
Yeah, and it's really annoying because it's like I should be able to just walk into any GameStop and pick up DK64 and Glover and Quest 64 when I want to. So the fact that it's only one designated store kind of sucks a little bit, but it's nice that they brought it back in general. And I just think it's really cool that they're taking a crack at retro games again.
Like, he could have picked any other game beside fucking Glover, but he threw it in there, too, to piss me off. I fucking hate this guy. I hate him so much. He's so nonchalant about it. What a turnaround. I remember that one of your first GameStop videos you posted on your channel. I was like, man, I hate fucking GameStop.
I know.
They sent me stuff without the cases.
Yeah.
It was, what a turnaround. Like, yo, GameStop's it, bro. It's it. We're here.
Yeah. I mean, it also helps that I have a couple of friends that are managers at GameStop now. And I don't know, for the most part, the only thing that made me mad about GameStop was not getting a case for like the games that I buy. But that's not really their fault. It's the fault of the people trading them in that don't have a case for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know how you lose the games,
yeah, it's like, what are you doing with your stuff that you just either threw it away or you lost it? I'm like, that's where the game goes, is in the case. How do you lose that?
I've seen people, dude, they just take the games out of their cases, toss them away, and they put like in one of those sleeve things where you just flip through it.
I have seen that.
It's the grossest thing I've ever seen, bro. It's disgusting.
And even if you do that, like, at least keep the cases, put them somewhere, because you never know when you're going to need it or if you want to get rid of it. I don't know, because a lot of people don't like buying loose disc stuff, so. But.
No, I agree. I mean, I'm never gonna walk into a GameStop and buy Glover, but I'm good. I know, like, I haven't walked into a GameStop in I think at least 3 years. It's crazy. There's one like right by my house, like 10 minutes away, but I'm like, I'll just buy it online.
Oh man, dude, you're missing out.
Yeah, I'll just buy it from their website and they can ship it to my house, bro. If I need something like day one and I don't want to buy it digitally, I'll go to GameStop. But outside of that, I have no reason to walk inside a GameStop. I don't want to look at their Funko Pop sections because it always scares me.
Dude, you could have found your Omega Pop in there.
Yo, you mean the Omega Pop I can buy online on their website? Yo, you're right.
Yeah, but then you don't have to wait for it to be shipped to you. You just walk in, it's right there, you grab it off the shelf, buy it, and take it home.
I can wait, I can wait. Yeah. I don't want to see the Angry Beaver Funko Pop fucking staring at me that no one buys.
Why not? Angry Beavers is great.
Yeah, it's so great. That's their only action figure ever. It's a Funko Pop. But I think it's a good concept. I know I don't know how much they take in for old games. I know they sell them, but if you're saying they sell them for cheap, I'm kind of curious how much they pay for them because I don't know if it's like a big push for retro or it's just their little side hustle. You know,
Yeah, it's I don't exactly know. I haven't looked into how much they take for them because you can go on the GameStop app and go to trade-ins and you can like type in.
just trade in Glover and you'll find out.
Yeah, that's true. I would never trade in my copy of Glover though, but you can look and see what the trade-in value is. But it's weird because some of them are cheap, like the ones that I found, but like anything that's like first-party Nintendo, like they had a copy of Luigi's Mansion and it was like $60, and that's about what it goes for. So it's like it's weird.
Black Label or Player's
It was Black
Choice?
Label, yeah.
Black Label for $60. Damn, that must have went down then. I thought Black Label was like 100.
Yeah, it used to creep up to like 80, I think, but it kind of dipped a little bit. So I don't know. I think it just kind of depends, like certain games. And for the most part, it seems like the first party Nintendo games are the ones that they know the value of, so they keep them real high because they also know
Oh
that
yeah,
people are actively looking for those and they know they can sell them
yeah.
for that amount and people just buy them up.
Always in Nintendo games, they'll always know.
Yeah. Even with not even retro stuff, but some of their pre-owned stuff for like modern like PS4 and Switch and stuff like that, they've kind of been catching on to certain games that have been going up in value because some games I used to see in there for like 20-ish dollars. Some of them have gone up to what their eBay prices are at like $40. So like they're kind of catching on to certain things, but not everything. So you can still find deals there. So I'm
Okay. All I'm saying is, if when the new Silent Hill comes out, and then like 10 years later or 5 years later is like, yo, this Silent Hill game that was like $60, yo, it's going for like 150 right now.
yeah.
I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit retro gaming. I'm gonna quit every gaming because it's mass produced. It's a mass produced game. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's how I feel, especially about Pokemon games. Like Pokemon games were the most mass-produced game ever. Like everybody has a copy of Pokemon sitting somewhere, but for some reason, Pokemon games are like $100 a piece. No matter which one you want, they're all $100.
Especially in the boxes too.
Yeah,
Especially in
I'm
the
just
box.
like, "Oh, but everybody had one. Like, why is it that expensive? But I mean, it's just the demand. Like everybody wants Pokemon games, so
If I guess that's how it works, I would love to have a copy of like Pokemon Blue in the box. I'd be
that would
really
be
I like
super
that.
cool.
But that's all I have on the topic though.
Yeah,
But
that's all I really had to. I just wanted to preface that I think it's cool that they brought back retro stuff because you're able to find deals and just it's just another way to shop for retro. Um, and the more retro, the better. That's what I say. So yeah, that's all I really had.
yes, sir. He's the retro guy between the two of us.
The retro guy.
The retro guy. Uh, my number one is I just put Pokemon because I just want to talk about Pokemon stuff. So
Okay,
I
yeah,
guess. So yeah.
kind of a
So
good
it's like
segue with the GameStop thing.
anyway, yeah, very good
Because
segue
yeah,
actually. Damn. um, Tyler knows this. Like, I won't just like openly start talking about Pokemon unless like a big wave of nostalgia hits, or it's like the niche parts of collecting Pokemon I want to talk about. Like, I just don't bring it up out of nowhere. So a few days ago, he was surprised when I brought up the new Pokemon game that was coming out. What's it called? I'm pretty sure you'll remember the name.
Legend ZA.
ZA, of course, that's what it's
Yeah,
called. That's kind of bad, actually. Wow. There's Legend ZA, and they have the Pokemon starters from Johto. And they had Chikorita, they had Totodile, they had Tepig.
yeah,
Tepig was in Johto. Just look in the background in the opening.
yeah.
So. But like the main thing that caught my eye, I always told Tyler like I'm not playing Pokemon games because Pokemon games suck because the superior way to indulge yourself in the Pokemon universe is the anime because it just does stuff that the games can never do and the games can never reach right now at least,
Right.
just right now. But when I saw the gameplay, dude, where like you're running and their Pokemon can dodge, like the Totodile dodges the rollout move, then he hits the Tepig with a water gun, and you're just running around the train. And I'm like, bro, that's like the anime, and like that's what I've been asking for years. Like the closer we get for Pokemon to be in the anime, in the games, is the Pokemon game we deserve. We deserve more than just turn back and forth action fighting that we've been eating for years. They've been force feeding us,
Yeah.
and our Pokemon just follow you around now too. And I in a few previous games that came out recently, which is cool.
Yeah.
So they're in the step in the right direction.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, just seeing the trailer and seeing that battle, like you were saying, like your Pokemon kind of like moves how you move, and like if you do a dodge, they do a dodge. The little like tuck and roll thing. I was like, that's really cool. They're kind of like implementing more of that, like real time action. Pepsi, not a sponsor. Um, and they kind of touched on that, or they tried to do something like that in the last game, Legends Arceus, but they're definitely like piling on that. They're like taking that and taking it to the next level with that style of gameplay, which I'm happy with. I think it's really cool too. Uh, but I think I also kind of agree with that, with like the enjoying getting the most enjoyment out of Pokemon is through the anime. Because like the games, I've always loved the Pokemon games growing up, and I've still played the current ones. I've played Scarlet, I played Sword and Shield, and like you get the lore and you get, like all the characters, like whether it's the gym leaders or your professors and stuff, like you get that, but it's not as they don't go as deep into it. You have to look elsewhere to get the rest of the context of what the characters are doing or like who they are, and a lot of that comes from the anime as well. So it's like I don't know. I think to me it goes hand in hand. That's why I like playing the games and also watching the anime, because you kind of get both. But I can see where a lot of people don't like the games because of the turn-based combat and stuff like that. A lot of people are think it's dated and they don't like it anymore, or they never did like it. So I can see why the anime would be a better way to go for most people.
Yeah, like the turn base was good for its time, 100%. Like I didn't mind it back in the day. Like I really didn't even think about it, of it being an issue, until like now we're in like we're like what, like 2020s now, and it was like we're still doing this, bro. Why are we taking turns? But now, like I said, you're running around. It's gonna be cool. They can just improve this and improve this in each Pokemon game from now on. Like they're just taking. It's like the little things, and then like the little things add up to big things, and
Right.
like the battle thing is a big change. That's a big one.
Yeah.
So that's very good. And like I said, your Pokemon follow you around now. So like if they make a game where I can have a Primate follow me around, I'm gonna buy it
Yeah, dude.
because
You should have
Primate's
bought
my
Let's Go
favorite Pokemon.
Pikachu. You could do that in Let's Go Pikachu.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't like Pokemon Go.
Um,
That's where they fucked up. That's where they fucked up for me. I'm like, dude, looks great. This could be it. And then they showed me the. I'm like, no,
yeah,
that's
because you
not
couldn't
Pokemon.
even, from what I remember, because I haven't played the game since it came out. You couldn't battle. Not you could only battle gym leaders or like or
Yeah,
trainers. You couldn't battle wild Pokemon. All you could do was catch them, and that was it.
yeah, that took the fun out of it. So it sucked. Like I really wanted to buy that too. Like you had no idea. Like that's my generation right there.
Yeah,
I was
dude.
like, it is what it is. There's also Tyler told me about it. It was like Pokemon Champions. So what it looks like is a Pokemon Stadium type game. From what it looks like, just the battling. And he told me there were some concerns that he saw, and I'm like, I can see that too. If it's just the battling, I wouldn't be too much into it as well. But if they throw in the other stuff too, because they didn't really show anything, it was like all you know speculation kind of stuff. So
Yeah, they didn't
they could,
show like a whole lot of the gameplay for it.
yeah. I loved Pokemon Stadium. I never linked my Game Boy to the N64, so like I never used my Pokemon. I just used the rent the Pokemon feature, which was cool. Game probably would have been more fun if I know I did do that, because I'm like, oh, yo, that's my Snorlax on the TV.
Yeah, it
They,
was that
yeah,
was the coolest thing to me. Yeah, I have iffy opinions about Pokemon Champions, just mainly because I get it that it's a way to get more people to play Pokemon because they're linking it to mobile devices instead of just the Switch. Because you can go through Pokemon Home and just extract your Pokemon from Pokemon Home, put them on Champions. So you're still using your Pokemon from like whatever game that you played. Could be Pokemon Go, could be Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, could have been Pokemon Omega Ruby if you still had your Pokemon in your Pokemon Home. But to me, it just kind of like gets rid of the reason that they have Pokemon battling online in the main game. So like you can play online on Scarlet and Violet and battle people. So I'm like, so what's the point of playing that now that you have Pokemon Champions? Are they just going to get rid of battles on the mainline Pokemon games and you can only do the story and that's it? It's like kind of weird to me. It's like, why do we need a second way to battle Pokemon when we can already do it on the main game? It's like I don't understand the reasoning behind Pokemon Champions. Besides, like I just said, people using their phone, and a lot of people use their phone more than their Switch, so it just gets more people to play. But I don't know. I'm kind of sick of Pokemon mobile games personally.
Nah, I get you. Uh, that's the thing though. If the Pokemon gameplay is changing in this mainline game, I'm kind of disappointed if online battles function the same before than it is. I think it'd be very cool, but at the same time, I don't know how that would work as well.
Yeah,
If they only use the old turn-based combat for just online mode, I guess I kind of get that. But I think it would also be cool if they experimented with the new thing with multiplayer
that
aspect.
would be
That'd be cool.
that would be really cool. It's just unfortunate that Nintendo has a big problem with making online games work properly. So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I'm not excited for the new Smash Bros. Whenever that gets announced. I'm like, yo, if they have rollback netcode, that'd be great.
Yeah,
That'd be great. And a proper like rank system would be great too.
right.
Uh, I also want to talk about Pokemon VHS stuff too
Oh
a little
yeah,
bit. Yeah, dude. So I have every single Pokemon VHS series wise and extra series wise. Like I got like all the promotional stuff too. I even got the Target exclusive Pokemon VHS promotion tape with the box, which was kind of hard to find. I got the two Hey You Pikachu's ones from Walmart and stuff, Pokemon Stadium one, like all the extra goodies, plus the whole main line, all the movies too. Um, I just recently bought the Pokemon 2000 and then the Pokemon Mewtwo Strikes Back slip cover cases because I didn't know they had slip cover cases.
yeah,
So I was like, oh, cool. So I know they have the third Pokemon movie too, so that's the only one I'm missing. So once I get the third Pokemon movie, like technically I already have everything, but like then I'll have like all the variant English versions, like from the United States.
yeah.
So I think it's cool. I just love VHS tapes. Like that's when I grew up with. So I'm like one day, like 2 years ago, I was like, fuck it. So I was like, I wanna collect them all. So I did. It looks great on the shelf. I have my like Dead Rising stuff, like Dead Island stuff there, but I'm thinking about like putting that back as my Pokemon shelf and just like moving it back over to one of those shelves. But same thing. I've been thinking about that because it's just so cool to look at. Like, oh shit! And especially when they're like in alphabetical order too. Like
Yeah,
from episode release to, I'm like, let's
yeah.
go. But
I always thought VHS tapes were cool too, especially like Pokemon ones, because I remember having a bunch of them as a kid. I still have all the ones that I grew up having and everything. But it's just like super nostalgic to be like having the ones that you had as a kid, but then also being like, I remember I wanted these as a kid, like certain ones that you just didn't get because either you asked for
yeah,
it and you didn't buy it, or you just saw it at a store and you're a little kid and didn't have money, so you couldn't buy it. It's like I have all of them now. They can't escape from me. They're all here.
yes, they're all here. Yeah, dude, it's just cool. I really want to get the Pokemon VHS VCR player.
Oh yeah,
So, like, I see some low listings. It's without the Pikachu controller, and then there's a few I see with the Pikachu controller for like $600 to $700. So it's like, do I get the one without the Pikachu controller, which would still be cool because like a lot of people don't have that,
Right.
or do I go the extra mile, pay like the extra $400 for the cool Pikachu
Yeah.
controller? I'm never gonna use it, by the way. It's just never gonna be used. But like, do I want it more complete, or will I just be satisfied just having it? I have to think about that
Yeah.
because I'm like, just so much. Like I could have bought it a few times, but I'm like, dude, just spending that much money on a singular thing for a collection, it's not something I like doing.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind shelling out the cash, but like even for Resident Evil, like I'm not going out of my way to buy a Gaiden right now. That's like $1,000. I'm
Right.
like, I'm not doing that. I could have a few times, but like I don't want to.
Right. Yeah, I remember I remember seeing that Pikachu VCR set back in the day, like at Walmart, like in the store, and I I was just a little kid at the time, so like I didn't have my own TV in my room, so I didn't really need my own VHS player or anything like that. So I just never ended up buying one, and I'm like really kicking myself. Obviously, there was nothing I could do. I was like a little kid, but just knowing that I saw that in person and I wasn't able to buy it. It's like, I wish I could have had that. But
Yeah. Nah, I hear that was me with the Mario 64 action figures as a
yeah,
kid. I'm like, they're so cool.
right.
I had Bowser and I had Luigi. Well, that was about it. My friend at the time had Wario and Mario. I'm like, damn, bro. I kind of wanted that
Yeah,
Wario one too. Wario look N64 Wario's render looked kind of cool. And I'm not gonna
yeah,
lie,
they did. Yeah, those were always
they
so unique looking because they didn't exactly look like how they were supposed to look in the game, but they just looked
yeah,
cool.
it looked cool, dude. Bowser was like hard as hell, dude. Like I remember as a kid, like I hit my hand on this spike. I'm like, damn, that kind of hurt a little bit.
Yeah,
Like, it was like very heavy
they
too.
don't make them like they used to.
Yeah, dude, and I wasted them on by using them on bath toys, and they got fucked up.
Oh no.
Yeah, dude. Oh, you think I'm just gonna chill in there with the bubbles by myself, bro? Fuck. I need some action. That's all I wanted to talk about for the Pokemon one. I just for the old retro stuff. I just love that era of Pokemon because that's when it was like popular. That was like when me and Tyler were like, this is the new
This is
thing.
the big
And
thing, yeah.
after the movie came out, like that's when the hype kind of started to die down. But between on release, what was it, 1995
96, I
or
believe.
yeah, 96 all the way to like 2000? That was it. You couldn't sleep, breathe without Pokemon just being in your face.
Yeah.
And I saw a commercial last night on Instagram. I'll send you the video later. It's just like KFC promote Pokemon toys.
Yeah.
I was like KFC, and there's like these weird beanbag babies of the most obscure fucking Pokemon. Zubat.
I remember those. I think I have the Gyarados one.
I didn't see Gyarados in the
Or
line
wait, no,
of the
that was
commercial.
Burger King because Burger King also did Pokemon toys. So I think I'm mixing those up. But
Yeah, I was like fucking Dratini. What the fuck? Why?
yeah.
Who wants a fucking Zubat or a Seal? No one. Vulpix is kind of cool. Vulpix is kind of cool though. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, dude.
There's this set on eBay selling like all of them sealed. They have like multiple quantities. I'm thinking about buying them. It's like $50 for all of them sealed. So I'm thinking about it.
Not bad.
Just yeah. But that's all I wanted to say. I'll send you the video after the thing.
Yeah. I definitely want to see that. All right, so I guess to segue again into my second topic, talking about nostalgia and talking about Pokemon, there's something I've been feeling pretty nostalgic about recently, and it's
Earthworm Jim.
yeah, no, so
Oh.
it's another card game, ish. It's a card and toy game, but it was a bit later, so it's not Digimon, it's not Yu-Gi-Oh, it's not Duel Masters, anything like that. I think this came out late 2000s, but I was still at like the ripe age for that kind of stuff. So I think in 2007, I was like 10 years old, and I went crazy about it as a kid, and I thought that these went away. But then I was at Walmart recently, and they had all these on clearance for $1. And since I was already feeling nostalgic about it, I just grabbed one of each and ran to the self checkout and just bought them all.
Ran to the self
And
checkout,
that
guys.
is, let me find the coolest one. Here it is.
Yo.
Bakugan. Battle Brawlers, dude. These things were the coolest thing as a kid. It was like having a Pokeball, but the monster itself is the Pokeball. It was just, I already loved Pokemon, so this was always a really cool concept to me. So I just ended up buying all these bitches. Look at these. I bought
All these
all
bitches
these
is
bitches. I bought
crazy. It's
all of them.
Bakugan. Chill.
Look at them. So I was already wanting to learn how to play the game because I had a ton of these as a kid. I still do. I don't know where they're at. I got to find them. But apparently, the new game with these new ones is completely different from the original game. So I was like, I kind of want to learn how to play it. I don't really do card games anymore, but since this was so cheap and I have plenty to be able to play the game with somebody, I might try to convince one of my friends to play this game with me and learn how to play Bakugan.
Not gonna convince me. You're not. Go find someone else. You're not getting me.
Come on,
No.
dude. It'd be so cool. You can be Dragonoid. See how cool he is?
Fucking
He
Dragon
comes with
is
like a
crazy.
blade. You put the blade around him. He looks so cool. And then these other ones, you combine them together. You get two Bakugan in here, and you like stack them on top of each other, and they turn into a.
Dear Lord.
Yeah, look how cool. They're so cool.
I never seen Tyler this happy about anything, guys.
I don't know what it was. Like, I was just feeling crazy nostalgic about Bakugan. I was like, man, I remember loving these things as a kid. And it just happened to be because I always go to the toy section at Walmart. Every time I'm in there, can't help it. I always go there. I mainly look for the Sonic figures to make sure there aren't any that I don't have. Normally, it's always just Sonics every single time. But every once in a while, I'll find one. And I just happened to be walking by, and these were sitting there with the clearance stickers on them. And I was like, oh my God.
Clearance stickers is crazy.
I was like, oh my God, I was just thinking about Bakugan. And I saw that they were only $1.50. I was like, well, don't mind if I do. I just started
why they're on
I
clearance.
started fanning through them. I was like, I'll take that one, that one, that one. I was like, one of each. Let's go.
Wonder why they're on clearance, guys.
Yeah, because nobody wants them, but I do. And get this, they're doing a live action movie of Bakugan. They announced a live action movie for Bakugan. So if for whatever reason that ends up being good, I doubt it. But
Stop.
I doubt it. But I'm just saying, if it ever does happen and the hype comes back for Bakugan, these things are going to be like $50 a piece. I bet you. I bet you. Or at least the first generation Bakugan. I bet you the ones that I had when I was a kid, it'll be a big nostalgia flare up of Bakugan, and everybody's going to want to collect Bakugan again. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be crazy. And everybody's going to come crawling to me for Bakugan, and I'm not giving them a single one because I'm just going to say, I told you so.
Crawling to someone for Bakugan is fucking the wildest sentence I ever heard. I hope no one.
If it happened with retro games, it happened with Pokemon, even Digimon. People are nostalgic about Digimon. It can happen to Bakugan too. No. Just saying.
Listen, guys, there's never gonna. Tyler's trying to get his foot in the door by being like, I'm gonna be the first Bakugan reseller ever in the fucking world.
No, I'm not.
And it's
no, I'm opening all these. I'm not reselling. I'm opening these bitches. I want to play the game. I want to learn how to play. I gotta open.
Who are you playing with?
Huh?
Who are you playing with?
I don't know. I'll ask a friend. Be like, hey, you want to learn how to play Bakugan? I was gonna try to learn how to play.
I respect the hustle. This dude ran to the self-checkout, guys. He didn't say walk. He booked it.
I booked it in there.
No one's going to steal your Bakugan for you, bro. The clearance isn't going to change but before you get there.
But some people could catch on and be like, oh, dude, is that Bakugan? And they try to take them out of my hands. You see how these resellers are about Pokemon? They would do that. They would do that.
But this is Bakugan.
I'm telling you, man. They're gonna. It's gonna come back. Just you wait. This guy's a crab. Look how cool he is. He's a crab.
It's a ball, bro.
No, dude. But when he opens up. Oh shit. When he opens up, he's a crab. Look at him. He's so cool.
Oh my god. Tyler's gonna like open these and he's gonna play with them for 2 fucking minutes, gonna
It's
realize
going to
like
be the best
what was
2 minutes of my life. I'm telling you right now.
he's never gonna make the three.
Bakugan
He's
is
never
so
making this a
cool.
three.
Okay,
That is great.
that was my Bakugan rant. Okay, that's all I had.
Oh, Bakugan rant in 2025 is fucking crazy.
Yeah, dude. Bakugan is
Listen,
cool.
guys, I'm not gonna just sit here and lie. Bakugan was cool for one season of a TV show. And I'll give it that. That one season where they fought the mask guy
Yeah.
and he just kept fucking killing all the Bakugans, that was cool. That was awesome. After that, the show was shit, okay? But you got one good season, and I'll admit it was fucking fire. That was fire. That was a good
That's
season
what I'm
one.
hoping the movie's
Good.
going to be based on. That's what I'm hoping. If this movie
Oh,
actually ends up coming out, because it's only been announced. It hasn't been like there's no trailer. They just said, hey, we're doing a Bakugan movie. So it could easily be canceled before it actually hits the ground running. But if it does come out, I'm hoping that's the part of the Bakugan series they do is just that first season with the mask guy and everything. That would be cool.
everyone loves the first season, bro. The first season was fire. I'm telling you.
Yeah, dude.
Adam Sandler will reprise his role as the main
Yeah.
character. Ugh. I don't want to talk about Bakugan anymore.
Okay,
That's
that's
just me.
fine. I just wanted to get my rant
No,
out of the way. We can go on to your next thing.
that's 100% you. I gave you my 2 cents. We got a Bakugan reseller coming in 2025, guys. That's crazy. Uh, my second one is, I talked about Tyler about this a little bit, but goodbye, RE-verse. Goodbye. Goodbye. You were beautiful, and the community hated you for being beautiful. Resident Evil RE-verse was a Resident Evil multiplayer game that wasn't Outbreak. So, and if you're not an Outbreak game, you suck ass in the Resident Evil community eyes because they're scared of change.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't know if Tyler has met or even heard how the Resident Evil community is with their multiplayer games, but they're pretty bad.
Yeah, because wasn't it that they announced the RE-verse game like years ago, and it kept getting delayed and delayed, but they had a beta. I remember you playing the beta for it, right? Wasn't there a beta?
Yeah, I was like, dude, look at me, I'm fucking Chris.
Yeah. And I don't know, there seemed to be some hype around it, but just the fact that, the way online gaming is anymore, the fact that if you're not a battle royale or you're not a like team shooter game, nobody seems to care. It's
Well, same. I get that, but it's not even that for Resident Evil. It's just like if you're not Outbreak, fuck off.
Yeah, it's like that's the
If you're
only
not,
thing that people want, yeah, out of a multiplayer Resident Evil is Outbreak.
it just baffles me, dude. It's just like the game was supposed to come out with Resident Evil Village, unreleased.
Yep. I remember that.
Kept getting delayed and delayed and delayed. I even made a video about it on my own channel. I'm like, dude, it got delayed again. Fuck. This like the third delay.
Yeah.
And the beta was fun, and I had a ongoing joke with my friend Jacob because he was playing the beta with me. I'm like, dude, when you mutate into Jack Baker and you get his ultimate, it's an unskippable cutscene every fucking time, and you just die, and it's the best thing ever because it's fucking funny. He plops the chainsaw down to the ground, he winds up his fist, and he says, "Welcome to the family, son," and he just pounds you right in the fucking face, and your character just falls backwards and explodes and dies. And it's the funniest thing. They can't skip it. If they get you, you have to watch them real fast.
Oh my god. But that sucks
dude,
though that you're vulnerable during that, so you can get killed while that's going on.
No.
Oh no, okay. I was gonna say that would
That's
suck.
why
Like that whole thing's playing out, and you just get shot at and killed from your own cutscene.
So fucking good. I was like, dude, this game's fire. And then the game came out with multiple characters, cool cosmetics, and the gameplay was just funny because I was telling Tyler this, you get to play as the monsters.
Yeah.
Cool. You're playing as the monsters. You're hunting down people as the monsters. Nemesis, it's just Tyrant guy from RE2. The fucking frog fish thing from the sewers from Resident Evil 3 Remake. They're there. The blobs from 7, they were there too. It was just so cool. they added a lot of characters. The one thing I will admit they fucked up with was the character roster near the end. So instead of just giving us like different unique characters, like cool, we're gonna get Marvin, we're gonna get Brad. Kendall would be kind of cool with a shotgun as his primary.
Yeah.
But no, we literally got Chris's teammates from Village that have like not a lot of personality. They all fucking look the same, just like with different goggles and shit. I'm like, fuck, dude, come on. Like that, they kind of cheated
else.
out. Yeah, it could have been anybody, dude. I'm like, I'm waiting for Marvin, Brad, or Kendall just to be thrown in a multiplayer game as a fucking skin or some shit, dude. It's not that hard.
Right.
It's not that hard program. Just fucking do it. But outside of that, it was a fun experience. Like I had a great time. Ada Wong became like a very like top tier character. I was surprised though. Like I kept getting one shot by the fucking crossbows across the fucking map, and yeah, I got pissed. I'm like, fuck. But like the game's so fun. I mean, and then we got not Reverse, our Resident Evil Resistance, which was my favorite. People hated because it's not Outbreak. I'm like, but you get to play as the mastermind. You get to put the zombies everywhere, the zombie dogs, the bio weapons, like the big bad guys. You got to play as fucking Spencer. Well, Spencer for no fucking reason. He was there. He put up fucking walls. That was cool. Oh, come on, guys.
But it wasn't Outbreak, dude.
Yeah,
it wasn't Outbreak.
Right. It wasn't Outbreak. In my opinion, is I don't mind. Like, I'm not against Outbreak, but fuck, let the company just do different shit. Like, goddamn, heaven forbid. Because once we get Outbreak, if Outbreak is anything like the first one or the second one, you beat it once, it's the fucking same thing every time.
Right.
And these multiplayer games where you're fighting each other and shit, like, it's different. You put zombies in different spots, and you control differently, and you have different layouts and different stuff you want to try to stop the survivor from getting to the end goal. But with Outbreak, it's just the same thing. I see people speed running it all the time online. I mean, not online, on YouTube videos. I'm like, they're fucking done. It's gonna be the same thing, everything, unless they have it like programmed where like all the location changes. Enemy layouts are different each time you load up that thing. If it's just randomized up the ass, then that's completely different.
Right. That would make it interesting.
Yeah, if they do that, I'm all for it. But if they don't do that, I think it would be a cool idea. But like, it's just not enough. And I just love Resident Evil, and I just hate the fucking every time that something doesn't come out, everyone's like, ugh. And as soon as RE-Verse got canceled, it was like, yo, let's go, we won. I'm like, shut up, guys. That's not doing
That's basically telling them that like you don't want them to do anything. Like they don't want them to work on something. So like, oh, I guess we won't do multiplayer Resident Evil then. We just won't do anything now.
Exactly. It's like, oh no, they're just gonna get like co-op stuff and like 5 and 6 or some shit. I don't fucking know, but I'm just disappointed in the community. You know, I just wish that we could play stuff. I even liked Umbrella Corps. You know, the Call of Duty. Like, it was kind of fun. You had like zombies and shit running around too. I like that. I like the campaign too, even though like really wasn't much of a campaign. But I was one of the few that bought that shit day one. But yeah, that's all I want to talk about was Resident Evil multiplayer.
Yeah. So unfortunately for me, obviously, you know, I'm not like as well versed in Resident Evil, so I don't have as much of an opinion. But it is kind of annoying to see that, because I mean it happens with other games too. Like you want them to make something new, or most people anyway, you would think want them to do something new, and the fact that the community is just not accepting of it, but then get mad that they don't get the thing they want. It's like you kind of have to go hand in hand. It's like you got to. I mean, I'm not saying that you should accept if the company does something bad, like bad practices or whatever, because then you're just enabling them to do bad things. But trying something new isn't exactly a bad thing all the time. And, you know, like you said, it's like, can we have anything, just anything? And the fact that the community is apparently not accepting of that is just a little annoying. Yeah, he's just like a little bit of a Resident Evil fan.
Yeah, no, I was listening to you. No, I just wanted to show my collector mode.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I really have to say for it, because I don't know. It is kind of silly that people are that mad over it not being a Resident Evil Outbreak game.
Yeah. But I'm glad you agree with me. But that was it for my number two.
All right, so I guess I'll do my number three, and my number three is something that we've kind of gone back and forth about, uh, and we both follow the same guy that collects this kind of stuff. I wish I could afford to get display stuff.
I don't follow him. I don't
Oh, you
follow
don't
him. I'm
follow
just
him?
letting you know.
Oh, okay.
No, he just keeps appearing.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I
I
do
was like
follow. I
this
do follow him. This guy on Instagram. He's also on YouTube, I believe, and Twitter.
in Twitter.
His name's
Yeah.
Cake Hoarder, and he gets like the most obscure, rare display pieces that like they would have
Yeah.
in the stores back in the day. Like I keep sending Taylor the one of the Wario World cardboard display, and it's like
Ah,
I want to have these things so bad, but it's like
you got it for
I
$100,
know, like
dude.
if I could find them for that kind of price, I probably would have a few. But every time I look up anything like that, they're like a grand or something. And
No.
and then some people are like, well, if you just like not buy games, you could afford one. It's like even if I could afford it, I don't want to fork over $1,000 for a piece of cardboard. Like it's like
Exactly.
it's not the fact that I can't get one. If I really wanted one, I could shell out the money for it. It's like I just don't feel right paying that much for cardboard, even though it would be a cool display piece. But it's like I really wish I could start a collection of those type of things because it is really cool to see just items that you
Nice.
normally don't ever find or ones that, normally get thrown away and things like that.
Nah, dude, he was talking shit about DK64. That's why I don't
Yeah,
follow him, bro. I'll
yeah,
never follow him
he
now.
did.
Nah.
I was sending that to you because it was about DK64. It was about the hat, but he just like nonchalantly throws in that it's a terrible game. I'm just like, yo, what?
Yo, I gotta send Taylor this.
Yeah,
And he was like, yeah, well, I was wondering what you're gonna react. I'm like, nah, dude, he's garbage, bro. But I agree. That dude has like a lot of good stuff. Like, fuck though, that Warrior World standee should have been me. It fucking should have been me, bro. I'll sell my fucking soul for that shit.
yeah, to get it for
God.
$100.
It's just, I got I'm the Wario guy. Fuck. And now when he hit people have shit like that, that makes me not the Wario guy anymore.
Because like after that, we were like sending each other different ones on eBay, and someone did have one, but it was like I can't remember how much it was. It was like close to a grand. I don't think it was quite a grand. It was like 600.
I think it was a
Was it?
grand. I think it was a
Might have
grand.
been like yeah. I can't remember exactly the price, but it was a lot. It's like man,
Yeah.
to find that for $150, like that's a dream. That's just a dream, and there's no reality for it.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I don't rarely have luck like that. The only two like cardboard cutouts I have is like my Lollipop Chainsaw one up there. And then I have a very rare Catherine standee too. I think I told you the story where I bought it for like $40. And then like a few days later, someone posted it up one of theirs for like 500. So I'm like, oh,
Whoa, yeah.
okay. I guess the Catherine fan always gets what he wants, is yeah. But it's cool. Like that guy's cool. I'm not a big fan. I like kind of like smaller collections. So like if I walk into like a room and I just see like all of his shit, I'd be kind of overwhelmed. That's why I like smaller collect. You can have cool stuff, but like if you have like a bajillion different franchises in your room, like just flooded to it, like I'm like, it's kind of, it's a bit much.
Oh,
It's a
you're
bit
gonna
much.
hate my game room when it's set up then.
Nah,
I like too many
nah,
things, man. I like too many things.
I can't put my Ape Escape stuff out because it doesn't look good next to my dead Riptide statue.
It looks good anywhere, man. If it's stuff you like, it's stuff you like. It just all
Not
congeals together.
I don't want to. I don't want a monkey in yellow shorts next to my zombie
Then
torso.
put it on a different shelf. You put it on the other side of the room.
You just don't get it. All right, you don't own a Riptide
Oh
statue. Okay, it's different. It changes you. All right.
my god.
But I think it's cool. I just wouldn't overdo it. But goddamn, like some of his shit that he gets, I went, fuck, dude.
I know.
That's some like main character plot armor right
Yeah.
there.
Especially like that big Mario Sunshine cardboard display he has. I'm like, oh, I would kill to have that. It'd be so cool.
I sent you that good deal on that Luigi's Mansion 3 set,
Yeah, I still
Sandy.
have that on my watch list on eBay. I found
Yeah.
somebody selling another one, and they have it priced even cheaper. It's only 400 for the whole
Oh, shit,
set.
for all of
Yeah,
them?
for the whole set.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Dude, for 400, bro, you'd be stupid.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking, and the
Just,
shipping was only like $11, which is
I would
crazy.
just say stop with the limited run games for like 2 months or just a month and just buy
Yeah,
that, dude. Because honestly, in your game room or just like put that shit up in your living room, like in a corner, bro. Oh, dude, that look
yeah.
dope.
Except the whole Luigi's Mansion shrine.
Yeah, dude. Oh, fuck, man. Shit. Yeah, that's a good deal. 400.
Yeah,
Fuck.
dude. I'm thinking about it.
And buy that Gex poster I showed you too.
I might have to pass on that. I'll think about it.
You're me. I like how me and Tyra were both like, that's a fucking ad. That was
Yeah,
crazy.
it was literally, to describe it, it was literally like a nude woman, and Gex has like his hands over her chest.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, damn, Gex is wild.
Yeah,
But that's all I got to say about that cake guy.
yeah, that's all I really had to. I just wanted to talk about because I know we were kind of going back and forth about that for a while. Thought it
Yeah,
was
damn.
a cool topic.
Yeah, you're like, at first you're like, was it cake? I'm like, who the fuck's cake? I'm like, I don't know, bro. I was just some dude on Twitter, and then he popped up again. I'm like, oh, so it is cake. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, it's cake. It's cake. It's cake. Uh, my third one is grapplers are a drug in fighting games. It's just if you want to get into a fighting game and you want to like not, you still got to learn the mechanics. You still got to learn the spacing and shit. But like if you want to just a good fun time where you don't have to like do these crazy ass combos and you just want to fucking hug your opponent and suplex them for like just the same amount of damage for not even trying, which feels great by the way. Grapplers are it for you, bro. Like I recently got into Guilty Gear and I tried Pokten. Probably pronounced it wrong. That's my first Pokemon game I ever played. And dude, like I made it all the way to floor 10. And at my first time just playing, like I took a month to practice him all the way to floor 10. He is by far one of the most fucking cool grapplers, dude, I've ever seen. They're just I have like he like there's like this move where you like go in to like punch and then like you can like cancel out of it and just grab them. And I'm like, that's so cool.
Oh,
Oh, dude, I'm a Chiefs everybody, bro. Fuck off.
oh no.
This newcomer to the game just says "fuck you" by that one, and then you combo into the Spine Crusher Ultimate, and he just takes you to the moon, and he drops you right on the fucking thing.
Oh no. See, anytime
I'm a
I play fighting games, I hate that because I get cornered and it's just grab suplex, grab, and then you can't get out of it. There's literally nothing you can do. You're just in a loop. And
yeah, dude.
I mean, if that's I mean, a lot of people play that way, because it's easy wins, easy like you don't have to do as many crazy combos, you just keep doing a grab. But uh to me, I get so annoyed with it because I'm like, I just want to play, man. I get cornered. As soon as I get cornered, it's just grab, 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 dead. I'm like, just let me play the game.
Let me grab you some more, dude. It's
Oh
fucking fun.
man.
Like Zangief in Street Fighter 6. I didn't play Street Fighter 6, sadly. I'm just gonna admit that right now. Even though that Blanca was in the main roster, and he's like my favorite fucking character. It's like I just had no incentive to buy it at the time, and I still kind of don't. Even though that like Blanca looks fun, but like Zangief doesn't look like the fun grappler he used to be. He has a lot more tools, and I'm like, damn, Zangief is fucking crazy. I've been looking at these combos and shit. Like, it's just not me. So hopefully they add like oh, maybe like a new grappler or some shit. Maybe like if they freaking bring back Hugo, oh my god, bro! Like the big wrestler motherfucker just fucking take you, rush you to the corner with his fucking move, and just slam you against the wall, bro. That's gonna be fucking awesome in next gen graphics. It's always just the grapplers I've been realizing, like, yo, if I'm always intimidated to play a game, pick the grappler first. You'll have success, and then you'll feel confident. And then once you're confident enough, you might branch out to other characters. But like you'll always have the grappler in your back pocket and be like, okay, it's
Yeah.
time to grab some.
Oh my god. I mean, I guess that is a good way, I guess, because it gives you like like you said, a sense of confidence in the game to be able to have a fair chance against somebody, because you could go up against somebody that can get out of grapples or something, but you still have like a greater chance rather than playing as a different play style for a different character or whatever. But for me, I always feels like anytime I've ever tried to play a fighting game online, that's the only type of player I get set up with is just grapples every time. It's
Yeah, dude, join us. Join the
I
Grappler
might have
Squad.
to. I want
Yeah,
to be
man.
able to enjoy playing fighting games online, but I can't get myself to play it and do it anymore. It's just I always get my ass handed to me every time.
Yeah, it happens, but that's all I want to talk about. Just I like fighting. I like grapplers. Yeah,
Hell yeah, dude!
grapplers are
So
cool.
you're playing? You said Guilty Gear.
I stopped a couple months ago because I don't like the ranking system. I think the Guilty Gear ranking system is fucking ass,
Uh,
dude. Yeah, it's just like once you get, I don't like the floor thing, and once you get to the 10th floor, it's like you're just chilling on the 10th floor and you just go up and rank. I just think it should be everything should just be like Street Fighter, where it's just battle points go up, you rank up and shit,
yeah,
rank down. Or that's just me.
that's fair. All right, so I'm gonna do my fourth thing. It's another one I had mentioned to you before. So last weekend on Sunday, my friend and I we went to so there was this new anime that got released in theaters, and it's supposed to be a movie, but it was rather just some of the first episodes of the new show put together, and they released it in theaters. So this is a new series. Not it's a franchise. So and it's a pretty popular franchise, but it's a new series that they're doing, and it looks really cool. And the direction that they're taking, I think, is kind of interesting. And this whole subgenre of anime, I just think is really cool, and that is mecha anime because they're doing a new Gundam series, and it's called Gundam Quax. I think is how you pronounce it. It's like Quuuuuux or something. But it's being done by the creator of Evangelion, and that had me already super hyped because I really like Eva, and it just had me thinking of how cool mecha anime is. It's just so fun, just seeing giant robots beat the shit out of each other. Uh, I know a lot of people don't like some of the anime because a lot of it is just like military jargon and stuff like that. But for me, growing up watching Star Wars: The Clone Wars, and that's what like 80% of that show is too. Uh, I'm a sucker for it. I think it's so cool, and I also really like collecting the Gunpla. So, like, I got my master grade Gundam here is my first master grade that I've been working on. I haven't finished yet. We got the Macross YF-19 from Super Macross or Macross Plus. Sorry, yeah, from Macross Plus. He's a cool plane and he transforms. And we got this cool Gundam. I think it's from Gundam Blood. Yeah, Iron Blooded Orphans. He's got like a saber, like a fencing saber as his sword instead of like a lightsaber, the beam swords that they usually have. So that's really cool. And then there's this other series that I found, and I got this kit for only like $5, I think. But it's called Gear Fighter Dendo, and he's like a car, but he turns into a robot. So it's like Transformers. A lot of them are just like Transformers, but they're really cool. You have to put them together yourself and things like that. But I just think mecha anime is really cool. And hang on, I also got my Ava 01 over here, screaming to the heavens. Ava 1, so cool. I think mecha anime is just the coolest ever, and I know Taylor absolutely loves it as well. He's told me multiple times before how much he loves mecha anime. So if he
Oh,
would like to say
yeah.
his piece on how much he loves it so much, as much as I do.
Uh, thank you for giving me the floor, Tyler. I really appreciate it. I promise I won't disappoint you. So, fucking Gundam is stupid as fuck. So,
It's not. It's so cool.
nah, listen, I think it's cool that like seeing you happy with Gundam and stuff. That's cool. Like, I'm glad that it's makes you happy. But since you passed me the mic, I gotta be real with you, Tyler. I just can never mecha just stuff in general. I never liked Transformers. I never liked the fucking GoBots. I just don't. It's just never clicked with me. Some
Giant robots
Gundam,
that
I just
fight. Like, this is the coolest thing ever. It's just giant fucking robots. Just,
dude. I mean, I can see why people enjoy it. It's just I don't like robots. I guess maybe that's just why. But I don't really. There was like an anime I watched like a couple episodes of a Gundam like thing when I was like in middle school, but I was like all I gave it. I was like, I just never clicked with me. There's like a new Gundam TCG card game that's coming out, and everyone's like saying how fun it is. I'm like, ugh. And I'm like, now it's in my fucking card store.
oh,
I can't escape it
heard,
now. Tyler
man.
must have to.
So good.
He had to pull some strings to get that shit into my card shop. That fucking just taunt me.
Oh,
But I'm just not a fan. But I'm glad that Tyler likes it. I'm glad. Like I didn't know you collect all that stuff, so that's kind of cool to see you have a collection too.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mainly the hype, because like I've already liked it, but the hype came back knowing this new series has come out, and the fact that it's being done by the guy who made Evangelion. It's just like the best of both worlds. Really like Gundam, and I really like Evangelion, and they're just meshing the two together. So I'm really hoping
Mesh.
I'm really hoping that this new series does something crazy, because Evangelion takes some crazy turns. So I'm really hoping that this new Gundam does the same thing.
I hope so too, bro. I hope you enjoy your robot anime.
Have you ever watched Shin Godzilla?
Nah, I don't like Godzilla.
Oh, I thought you did like Godzilla. My bad.
Um,
Because Shin Godzilla.
I was Team Kong and Godzilla versus Kong.
Oh, okay.
I was Team Kong.
Because Shin Godzilla was done by the same guy. I think his name's Ano. Ano, I think is his name. Yeah, he did obviously Evangelion, because I keep saying that. But he did Shin Godzilla. He did Shin Kamen Rider, Shin Ultraman. He basically has done like his own takes on those characters, and he makes them like more gruesome and more dark. Because in the Shin Kamen Rider movie, there's like one of the first scenes in the movie, he like morphs into his costume and goes to start punching people, and they just explode like with blood everywhere. It's just like just like punching people and blood's going everywhere. It's really cool. So I'm a big fan of the stuff that he's done. So I'm excited about his new Gundam show, and I'm hoping that it's going to be really good.
That's cool. Nah, I only play Gomon. Sorry, bro. So I wouldn't know.
Oh,
I wouldn't know
come
that.
on.
I only play Gomon. Sorry. Yeah.
All right.
I'm
Well,
glad
I
you're
guess
excited.
that's all I have for my fourth thing. So.
Me too. I think that's all I gotta say too. I mean, I really brought a lot to that conversation.
No, it's all right. I know you don't like Gundam, so.
uh, my fourth one is pre-sale prices for card games are stupid. They're just so basically 2 weeks before the set comes out, the people are trying to sell them for like stupid prices. Like your basic super that was probably gonna be like $3-5 when the comes out for everybody. They're selling it for like 30.
Right.
That's ridiculous. So recently was One Punch Man for Union Arena, and I'm like, dear lord, like I see people trying to sell singles, and I have a guy on there. I'm like, listen, bro, I love you, but like, you're selling them for pre-sale prices, and I know you know what's wrong. I know you know what's wrong.
Yeah.
But. So the set just came out today, and yesterday too. All the cards just dropped yesterday too. So I look at them like, yo, bro, let me. I'm like, yeah, I walk in the store, like, what's up, guys? I'm on Whatnot live stream. Like, what's up, guys? So yeah, I'll take your 3 Atomic Samurais. I'll take your 2 Moomin Riders, the Kung Fu guy over there, and I'll take 3 of him too, all green One Punch Man cards. So it's like, I'm like, yeah. I'm like, just check the prices on those real quick. I'm just like, he's like, yeah, you can get them all for like 90. I'm like, how about you?
How about you look
You
again?
knock. How about you knock $10 out because I'm just clearing you out right now. I was like, okay. I'm like, there you go.
Yeah.
So I bought it all for 80.
Nice.
I was like, yes, sir. Because they're all affordable now. Who would have thought? God damn.
It happens
It's just
every
stupid.
time. I know the feeling, because I used to play Pokemon, which Pokemon's a whole different game now. Not the game itself, but getting your hands on Pokemon cards in general is just like impossible now. But
I've seen the videos.
even back in the day, like back when I was playing it, which the last time I was playing it was only like 5 years ago. It was like right before COVID happened.
Yeah, I remember you were telling me like, yeah, dude, I'm playing Pokemon. I'm like, good shit,
Yeah.
bro, good
And
shit.
it was so easy to get cards, but the same thing would happen every time a new set was dropping. It'd be like 2 weeks before the initial like retail release, and people would sell whatever it was always the Charizard card. Whatever Charizard card came in the set, they're selling it for like hundreds of dollars. And then the set comes out and it drops to like $50, which is still
Yeah,
a lot for one card, but like just knowing that as soon as the set drops, all the prices go down because everybody's able to get them now. So it's like if you just
yeah,
wait a couple weeks, is it really that big of a deal to have a single card 2 weeks in advance before it comes out? Like it's not a big deal.
yes, yes, it does.
Oh, apparently not to you because you didn't pay the pre-sale prices. You don't.
Oh, I did actually because I was fucking stupid one night and I couldn't wait and I had money burning in my fucking pocket.
Oh no! So you're part of the problem.
No, fuck, it's One Punch Man, dude. Come on, I showed a little bit of weakness. Fuck, dude, I'm sorry. I was
You
like,
knew it was wrong and you did it anyway.
he was like, yeah, I can do like 180. I'm like, bro, that's too much for 4 cards. I can't do it. And he's like, all right, I'll do 160 and I'll throw in a silver fang for free. I'm like, well, since you're throwing in one for free,
No,
yeah,
this guy.
And they went from that price, and now they're like $15. I'm like, yep, I fucked up, but you know what?
No.
At least I know. At least I know doing it. I fucked up, and I wasn't just stupid. I knew
That's
what I was
true.
doing.
Yeah, because it's better to, I guess, know than to not and be like, what the fuck? Why are they so much cheaper now?
God damn. I mean, I regret it, but like at the same time, it's fun to know you get your cards in a little bit early before they come out. I get it. I get the hype, but like I'm not gonna do it every fucking time. Like if I have extra money in my pocket that I just want to spend on something, I'll fucking do it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Disposable income.
Yeah.
But like it's stupid, it's stupid. We know it's stupid, but sometimes you're bored and you're laying in your bed on whatnot at 10 p.m. You're like, fuck it.
I'm buying them off.
I'll buy them all. But yeah, that's all I had to say.
Yeah. I mean, it's also different for people also who play the game like you. Like you want to have the cards so you can already add them to your deck and be ready to play the game and
Yeah,
stuff. Because,
I showed you my One Punch Man stuff. So
yeah. Uh,
yeah,
but a lot of the people, especially Pokemon's the only thing I can relate to because that's the only one I've ever played or collected for. But besides Bakugan, of course. But they for Pokemon, it seems like anymore it's less and less about the game itself, and it's more just people wanting to buy the card so they can grade it and make more money. So for
Pokemon's very popular in the graded
yeah,
community.
so
Very
like
popular.
for Pokemon collectors, it seems near pointless to pay that extra money because you're not gonna uh you're gonna spend more money, which means you're not gonna make as much back when you go to resell it or whatever. So it's like you might as well just wait and take your chances whenever the card actually comes out.
Yep.
But
Or just buy a
yeah,
case
just
or
buy a
something.
box and hope for the best and hope you pull it. Uh, which is what I'm kind of surprised people do that as much now because like my friend who plays Pokemon still he only buys singles. He won't buy packs at all anymore. He's just like I just buy what I need for my deck and then call it a day. So
That's smart.
yeah,
That's what I do too. But people have to open them. That way we can
that's
get
yeah.
our
So other
singles.
people can buy the singles, right? Yeah. So it's kind
I
of
think
like
the thing
it's a
is,
cycle.
I feel like stores, like card stores, will just buy a case for themselves, open them. That way they can sell the singles online, and that's what Simply Unlucky does. He buys a bunch of stuff, opens it, and just sells singles online plus sealed product as well, which is smart,
Yeah.
honestly. That way you can get both.
Right.
So, but yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, that's all I really have either. Like I said, I'm not like super versed in trading cards, but I only know a little bit because of Pokemon, but yeah, the pre-sale thing is kind of it's a little annoying. And I guess there's another thing like with Magic. I have a couple friends I know that play Magic. Their stuff is supposed to be street dated, like their boxes or whatever, the commander boxes or whatever. And at least around here, there's a lot of people that sell them early and sell them like double the price of what they're supposed to be. And I guess they can get in a lot of trouble for that, but they do it anyway.
Yeah, that's how it goes, bro.
But
You gotta get that grind.
yeah. All right. So this is my last topic, and it's one
Oh
that we
boy,
have
here we go.
gone back and forth about. And
Another one?
I feel the need to address it. That
I swear to God, if it's
Taylor is a closeted Glover fan, and he will not admit it. He just won't admit it.
That can't be your last one.
Glover has come out of his mouth more times than me, and I'm the one who's likes Glover. But here's the thing. I don't even like.
Show me your list.
I don't even like Glover that
list.
much. I don't like Glover that much. He is like convinced I am this like top tier Glover fan that I have to constantly bring it up. Glover, constantly talk about Glover, buy Glover. I already have the game. I bought the game on the Switch. I bought the game. So like there's no reason for me to like really care about when it comes to PlayStation or like when it's, available. This dude would not shut up about how it's going to come out. It hasn't come out on PlayStation, bro. I can't buy it on PlayStation yet. It's past midnight. I can't get on PlayStation. Why would I care? He's the one that cares about it because he wants to buy Glover. It's not me.
Whoa!
It's him. I'm pointing the finger at you.
Whoa!
You're the one who wants to buy Glover and you won't admit it.
That's a fucking accusation.
Here's my list. I did a little out of order. Right there, you can see I put Glover. I just put Glover because I already knew what I wanted to talk about. I just put Glover on my list. But
that's wild. He used his last thing to fucking confront my ass. Wow, in front of the podcast. Listen, and I'm going to say this, because I am not going to stand for this.
So I'm going to tell you how it went down. Look how fucking happy he is. Look at this is how it went down. He got Glover. He showed it in the thing. I'm like, okay, this guy does talk about Glover a lot. I'm not going to lie. He does, and he does.
I mentioned it one time.
Nah, and you keep mentioning it.
Twice, because I got the plushie, and then I got the game on the Switch. I mentioned it two times.
Well, you mentioned it when we're just casually talking. That's all I'm saying. When we casually talk, sometimes you bring up Glover. So I'm like, okay, so he's the Glover guy. He likes Glover. He between the both of us, he's the Glover guy. And I'm like, look, I'm gonna stand up because I'm getting heated. Now,
so I'm in bed, right? I'm like, oh, Glover comes out tonight, right? It's midnight, and I checked a few times on the PlayStation homepage, right? And they don't have a countdown. They don't have the price on there, and that's all I'm saying. So I text Tyler, and like in the morning, right? Because I don't want to text him at midnight, because even though he texted me at 5 in the morning like 2 days ago, which was crazy.
That's when I get up for work. That's why I'm going to work.
Yeah, I was awake and I looked at the text and I just put the phone down. I went back to bed. But I'm like, dude, Tyler, it's so fucking crazy that you couldn't buy Glover at midnight, and that I don't even know the price of Glover. And then this dude, all caps, starts messaging me, literally in all the caps. All of the cats like, oh, dude, I'm talking about Glover. I already got Glover, so you're the Glover guy, right? You're the Glover guy. I already got Glover. Why are you telling me this? I'm like, slow down.
Why would I care? Why would I care when it's coming out on PlayStation?
Because you're the Glover guy. So I was.
If I already have it in my possession, I could care less about when it's coming out on PlayStation. I already have the game. I don't even care. You care because you wanted to buy Glover on your PlayStation.
No, so let me explain. I'm at work when he sends me the all cap message. I'm like, holy shit! So I walk into the freezer. I send him a video explaining everything perfectly. There's no misunderstanding because I didn't do it in text. I'm like, I'm gonna send him a video so this won't continue. It doesn't work. Another all cap message in like an hour. And I'm like, what? What did I say wrong for him? And he's like, no, dude, you're just talking about Glover. Like, dude, I'm just letting you know that you could not officially buy Glover on the day of release at midnight. There's no price. There's no countdown. I'm just letting you know. That it's on Switch, right? But like physically, but like digitally, it is not out yet when you're supposed to be out. That's all I wanted to say. I sent him another video I walk back into the freezer. I'm like, I'll make another video. He can't misinterpret it again. And he does because he sends me another all cap message.
Because you're the one always accusing me of being this Glover fanboy, but I'm not.
You are.
You're the one that like eggs on the Glover thing. You're mentioning Glover all the time. I'm like, you're the one who brings it up, not me. Like,
you're the Glover guy. You have the limited run Glover. You have the limited run Glover. Plus, you talk about Glover sometimes.
sometimes
You're the Glover guy.
I'm not, but I'm not like a hardcore Glover fan that you think I am.
All I was just telling you is that the game's not out at midnight, and then I text you later that day when I got home. Okay, hey dude, it's $20. It's up on PlayStation right now. They're charging $20 for fucking Glover. And that was it. And then he didn't respond to it. I'm like, okay, but now I'm being confronted on the podcast. So, what's up?
That's all. I just wanted to call you. I think you're a closeted Glover fan. And you just won't admit it.
A closet Glover fan is the wildest statement I've ever heard of. And the fact that I have to protect myself from not being a closeted Glover fan to the fan base is crazy right now. No one's paying $20 for Glover, bro. I'm not a Glover fan.
Yeah, well,
I'm not a Glover
we'll check
fan.
your PlayStation purchases later. We'll get to the bottom of it.
That's crazy. How are you going to check my PlayStation purchases? That's crazy.
We'll figure it out, man.
We'll figure it out is a crazy statement.
That's all I have to say. That's it.
Wow. Guys, Tyler's friends, do you see this? Whoever watched this, like, I've been called out of nowhere. We were just having a fun time talking about Pokemon and shit. And he ends it on the high note. That was a smart thing for him to do, too, not put that at number one. I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. It's $20. No one's paying $20 for Glover in 2025. That's all I'm saying. He brings up Glover. That's all I'm saying. So he's the Glover guy, and I'm glad I could defend myself properly and perfectively against this accusation. This terrible accusation
of a podcast.
He's trying to ruin my character in front of everybody. You saw the Resident Evil stuff. Do I look like a Glover guy?
I don't know. You got Ape Escape stuff too. I don't know. You could be a Glover guy too.
Ape Escape's fucking cool.
It is cool.
He's fucking cool. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's cool. With that new line of merchandise, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you can buy Glover now on PlayStation Store and Xbox Store for $20, guys. Anyways, so my
yeah, go ahead, just go ahead with your last bit.
Yeah. My last one is I'm not calling out Tyler with this one, which is crazy. Next podcast, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I miss monster characters in Mortal Kombat. I'm gonna sit back down. Yeah, I miss monster characters in Mortal Kombat because all it is like, oh, now it's the humans, or it's like people that are like part like I don't even know how the fucking Edenian, like Edenian humans.
Yeah.
Like, and then there's like mixed breeds and stuff. But I just miss, hands down, I want fucking monsters back. Because I'm just tired of seeing all these like human shaped characters. I want like cool monster designs again. I kind of miss those.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I love Mortal Kombat. But like, we're supposed to be fighting in multiple like dimensions, and there's like all these other fucking realms. You're telling me I'm not going to see more monster characters than what I see?
Yeah.
It's just, it's like we had Shiva in like MK11, which was great to have her back. We had Goro in MKX, which was great. Ferrator is like. I liked Ferrator's design-wise and the lore-wise. It's like it hit enough where I know they're not like monsters, but like the lore-wise, like she stays on his back, and then when she gets older, he dies out, and she goes like that's I like the lore, so like I count him. Motaro came back in MK1. We haven't seen this motherfucker since Armageddon as a playable character, but he's only a cameo in MK1, which was fucking cool. I'm like, dude,
I want to play as Mintaro. We haven't played as him since Armageddon, and the only reason we played as him in Armageddon because they got rid of his fucking legs, and he said, "Oh, it's because of a witch's curse." I'm like, "Fuck you, Ed Boon."
The fuck?
MK11, we got the Collector, which was cool. He had multiple arms. He had basically went out, hunted people down, paid taxes, brought them in for money and shit. He was really cool. He always had like two hands on his backpack on the back, which kept like his gold and shit. And it's like his backpack's deep enough where you can just like pull your body in and like fit like the majority of it into the backpack too. Like character wise, he wasn't like the coolest, I guess, but like his greedy aspect and like his play style was cool. And plus, he was just a fucking monster.
Yeah.
You had Moloch in like the three early PS2 3D1 games. Armageddon got like this really cool like iron ball weapon too. He's like a big fucking monster. He's like sub boss. He was cool. There's Onaga. My bad, Onaga. He was like the Dragon King. He was cool. Kentaro was cool. And Atara, that's like the recent one we got again from the 3D ones at MK1, but she was like voiced by like, is it Megan Fox? I think it's Megan Fox.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, she did a shitty ass fucking job. No personality to her fucking lines whatsoever. Like she was like in the interview, she's like, "Oh, I'm just really in character." I'm like, bitch, you put like 5% of your effort into that shit. Yeah. He made one of the coolest 3D realm characters we got that came back that have zero personality, which was crazy. But I just miss monster stuff. I'm just tired of finding these like humans or humanoid like characters when we have all these realms and you're telling me they're so picky and choosy because they want to bring back the same fucking characters every goddamn time.
Right. Yeah, I've noticed that like there's a lot of in Mortal Kombat, there's a lot of like cyborg characters. There's like a lot of those too, where it's like they're humanoid already, and then they're just like have like mecha components to them. There's like I don't know. There is a lot now that you say that because it didn't really dawn on me that much because I was thinking about some of the characters, but a lot of them are like guest characters too. There's a lot of that. Just so many guest characters that don't really, to me, they don't really fit the Mortal Kombat like style or like the lore, like you were going on about the lore of the different characters and stuff like that. So it would be kind of cool to see, or at least if they were like humanoid, if they like transformed into a monster, like Reptile kind of does. He like turns into a monster type character or something like that. Would be kind of cool. But yeah, it just seems like a lot of the characters are just people, and it's kind of boring.
Yeah, like I can't even say Reptile anymore because Reptile's my favorite MK character. I loved him in the last timeline from MK9X. It wasn't in 11 for some fucking reason. Doesn't make fucking sense. He works for Kotal Ka, so where the fuck is he? But why does Aaron Black have his fucking acid as a move? It makes no fucking sense. They just like, hey, Reptile, fill up this fucking glass bottle. Whatever. That's beside the point. They in MK1, the new one, they literally made him, oh, I like to stay on a human form, so that's why I'm an outcast. But like his special moves, he turns into the monster for like a couple of frames, and it's cool when he's in that monster form. It's just like, why does he want to be human? When I remember in the old timelines, like, nah, I was human because I need to be close to my species to do that. And I reverted back to my animal thing, which is cool because my species is supposed to be fucking extinct, which was cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I get lore wise, Liu Kang was probably like, when he's fixing up the fucking timeless, let's give Reptile back the Subterrans because they'll be very nice and it won't be a meanie bobini anymore. Meanie bobini. And like, but like, fuck, now there's just like them there. Now we have Chameleon with a girl that's there too, which is supposed to be one, but I don't know. They made her one in this timeline because she's hanging out with the Indenians 24/7, and it's just they fucked up Reptile. Reptile MKX was the best Reptile design with the fucking bone vest, and like, oh, that was so cool. God, that was like the best Reptile, the fucking long tongue and shit, and he actually talked, and now we're I can't even.
Getting emotional, man.
It's bad when I wanted MK fucking Reptile for like 4 years from MK11, and when he's puts in one and I don't fucking play as him because of his fucking design.
Yeah.
That's how it is. That's how you know it's bad. That's how you know it's just. The MK1 just sucks ass as a game in general, but that's how you know it's bad when I don't want to play as my favorite character. Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough.
Very rough. But that's all I have to say for mine. Just MK little rant.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sucks. I don't have much input on that one because me, I play Mortal Kombat sometimes, but I'm not like super invested into it. But now, like I said, now that you say that, thinking about like, especially with the recent game that's come out, like thinking about the characters that are in it and the ones I keep putting in, like Omni-Man and friggin' Ghostface and just off.
Ghostface is cool. I like Ghostface.
I'm a big fan of the Scream movie, so like Ghostface is cool, but it just makes you wonder. It's like, why can't we get like unique designed character, like monster type characters? Because there's so many different, like you said, there's all those realms out there, and there should be like all these different types of beings living out there. But for some reason they're either humanoid or they only stay in their human form. So it's kind of like it kind of makes it boring a little bit.
Yeah,
I can see that.
I just want monsters to fucking fight each other, dude. Like I don't need but we could have like 3 slots at least. Fuck, I'll even take 2 as just monsters. There's so much to choose from. Like your imagination is endless.
Right.
Like there's so much out there in these realms that we don't fucking know about. You can even pull something out of your ass and just make something up and but make it look like them look cool and have a cool character. I'm like, fucking. I'm not asking for much. I'm not asking for much. So.
It's just a little bit of effort, Seems like they're kind of lazy with it.
A little bit more effort in MK2 if I even fucking buy it at this point due to how bad MK1 was. But,
right.
Yeah. That's all. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
Well, hey, I guess that concludes another episode of the Some Nerdy Guys podcast. We had a lot of good discussion, a lot of great rants, and a lot of just gushing about things that we like, and that's what we like to do. So
a lot of betrayal.
Yeah, that too. But it is what it is. It's sometimes that's part of it. So
it is what it is.
You just have to kind of deal with it, unfortunately. So, but yeah. So hopefully everybody liked this episode of the podcast, and we'll just continue doing these and coming up with different topics to talk about every episode. And we hope to see you guys tune in for the next one. So until the next one, see you later.
Until the next, guys. See you later.
Bye.
Say goodbye to your Byakugan reseller, guys.
Yeah.